Hi there, I'm going to be here with you today in English 5, Unit 15, what would you like to be in the future? Lesson 3, so let's have a look. In Lesson 3, we have 1. Listen and repeat. 2. Listen and mark the sentences. 3. Let's chant. 4. Read and tick true or false. 5. Write about what you would like to be in the future. 6. Project, and 7. Color the stars. Before we start, now let's take a look back what we learned in lesson number 1 and number 2. So let's do a review. Many jobs. Okay, so let's do a review on jobs. 1. Yes, football player. 2. Taxi driver. 3. Farmer. 4. Teacher. 5. Doctor. 6. Writer. 7. Architect. 8. Pilot. 9. Dentist. 10. Farmer. 11. Guitarist. Yes. 12. Cook. Okay, so here are 12 jobs that we learned before. How about the question? Yes, very good. What would you like to be in the future? What would you like to be in the future? I'd like to be... Okay, I like to be a footballer, I like to be a pilot, I like to be a doctor, I like to be a guitarist, I like to be etc. Okay. And the second question. Yes, why would you like to be? Because why would you like to be a taxi driver? Because I would like to try taxi. Okay. Why would you like to be a writer? Because I'd like to write stories for children. Why would you like to be a farmer? Because I'd like to grow vegetables, etc. Okay. Okay, let's turn back to our lesson today. Lesson number 3. Let's get started with activity 1. Listen and repeat. Here is activity 1. Listen and repeat. Now you look at the questions and answer here. Here is pronunciation. You practice pronounce correctly in English. Now you look and listen.
1. What would you like to be in the future? I'd like to be a nurse. 2. Why would you like to be a nurse? Because I'd like to look after patients.
Now you listen again and repeat.
1. What would you like to be in the future? I'd like to be a nurse. 2. Why would you like to be a nurse? Because I'd like to look after patients.
Good. Now we move to activity number 2. Listen and mark the sentence. Oh, very long introduction. Number 2, listen and mark the sentence intonation. Intonation that go up and down. Intonation. Intonation. When you speak, your intonation go up and down, up, down, like that. Okay? Then say the sentences aloud. Alright. listen and repeat. Now, you listen first.
1.
What would he like to be in the future?
He'd like to be a teacher. 2.
Where would he like to work?
He'd like to work in a school. 3.
Why would he like to be a teacher?
Because he'd like to teach young children.
Can you mark the intonation? Go up and go down. Okay, now I'll help you.
1.
What would he like to be in the future?
He'd like to be a teacher. 2.
Where would he like to work?
He'd like to work in a school. 3.
Why would he like to be a teacher?
Because he'd like to teach young children.
Good. Now, let's activity number 3. Let's chant. Here is activity number 3. Let's chant. So you look at the pictures first. A nurse, a hospital, and here look after patient. Alright? A nurse, a hospital, look after patient. And here's the lyric. Now let's look at your book and listen to the chant.
What would you like to be in the future? 1, 2, 3, 4.
What would you like to be? I'd like to be a nurse. What would you like to do? I'd like to look after children. Where would you like to work? I'd like to work in the mountains.
Khỉ à?
I'd like to be a nurse. I'd like to look after children. I'd like to work in the mountains.
Now you listen again and repeat.
What would you like to be in the future? 1, 2, 3, 4.
What would you like to be?
What would you like to be?
I'd like to be a nurse.
I'd like to be a nurse.
What would you like to do?
What would you like to do?
I'd like to look after children.
I like to look after children.
Where would you like to work?
Where would you like to work?
I'd like to work in the mountains.
I like to work in the mountains.
I'd like to be a nurse.
I'd like to be a nurse.
I'd like to look after children.
I like to look after children.
I'd like to work in the mountains.
I like to work in the mountains. Yuck. It's not yummy. Okay, anyway, listen to the chant again and practice chanting along.
What would you like to be in the future? 1, 2, 3, 4.
What would you like to be? I'd like to be a nurse. What would you like to do? I'd like to look after children. Where would you like to work? I'd like to work in the mountains. I'd like to be a nurse. I'd like to look after children. I'd like to work in the mountains.
Now, let's move to activity number 4. Read and tick true or false. Here is activity number 4. Read and tick true or false. Now you look at the pictures first. Oh my God, here is an astronaut, and here is a rocket, and here is space, right? So maybe here is a writing about an astronaut or space or somewhere, something like that. Okay, now you look at the test first, and I'll help you to read it aloud. My name is David. I'd like to be an astronaut in the future. I'd like to fly in space and work with other people in a spaceship. It's important work and very exciting. I like to get out of the spaceship and work in space. I also like to visit other planets. I'm studying hard at school, and I hope my dream will come true one day. Yeah, so a dream of becoming an astronaut in the future. Okay, now you look at the sentences below. 1. David would like to be an astronaut. I like to be an astronaut. So 1 is true. 2. He would like to work with other people. So I'd like to fly in space and work with other people. 2 again. 3. He would like to travel around the world. He say I'd like to visit other planets, not the world. Planets. So number 3 false. 4. He would like to work in space. Of course. Okay, he would like to work in space. True. 5. He would like to visit other planets. Of course, I like to visit other planets here. So it's true. Now we move to activity number 5. Write about what would you like to be in the future, maybe. Alright, here is activity number 5. Write about what you would like to be and do in the future. Okay, have a look. Ooh. So I'll help you. Here's my example. Okay, here's my example. So you can have a look here, and at home you practice writing yourself. What would you like to be in the future and what would you like to do? Okay, so lesson number 3, unit 15, what would you like to be in the future, is finished here. Thank you for watching and see you in homework. Bye bye.